What's up, guys? You're probably seeing the same outfit and same breakouts because I just ended the last video, but this video is my Seattle vlog, so please enjoy. I'm gonna have so much fun and hang out with the girls, and I'm gonna bring you guys along on as much as I can. We're probably gonna go on a hike, and then there's like a hot tub, and we're just gonna hang out at an Airbnb, so keep watching. We did it! Woo! Hi. Hi. We did it! Yay! We did it! Okay, that's it. We did it! All right, guys, so that is it for my Seattle vlog. I was there for a total of 4 days, and we were in like Seattle and Tacoma, where my friend lives, and then we went out to Packwoods to do like a hike, and we stayed at an Airbnb there for a couple nights. It was really fun. It was a nice girls' weekend getaway. It was nice seeing my friends one last time before we leave. But let me give you our Thailand update. So we actually leave tomorrow. I'm hoping to actually get this video up today, so it actually is tomorrow that we're leaving, but we'll see if I get it up in time. We've got a decent amount of stuff that we have to do before we leave tomorrow, so I'm going to do my best. But we're leaving on the 21st, and we will get there really late on the 22nd. It's like over 24 hours that we're actually traveling, I think. But so I think I've told you guys it was 3 years is the plan for us to be there. Right now it's going to be like a trial period of 3 months just to see. So we're going there for my husband's company, and it's kind of just to see like what the market is like right now. Everything going on, there's like another wave of COVID going through Thailand right now, and there's just a lot going on in Thailand. So right now we are doing like a trial period to see how everything goes and if it's even possible with everything that's going on in the world right now for us to stay. So we are going to be working really hard, Tyler especially, because obviously it's his main job, to turn this into the full 3 years that we originally planned on. We are still packing for 3 years, so we still have stuff over here, just like in my last video, that we are packing. Almost everything is completely packed because, like I said, we leave tomorrow. We actually have to leave for the airport at like 8 a.m. But we are going to work really hard to make it actually be the 3 years. I plan to film most of the process of getting there because I don't think I've really updated you guys. I can kind of, I guess right now, give you guys a backstory of like everything we had to go through in order to get there in the first place. And then getting actually into the country once you fly in is a little different than what it typically is right now. So we originally were supposed to be gone in January, which I think I told you guys this a while back, but so we started the process. I still had to get my name changed on my passport because I hadn't changed it since Tyler and I got married. So we had to do that. And then there are a lot of vaccines that they recommend getting for you to go over there. Obviously, they don't require them by any means, but they're strongly encouraged just because of the risks of going to specific areas. So we got stuff like Japanese encephalitis. We got, let me think. We got Japanese encephalitis. We got typhoid. We got, Hep B and Hep A, like boosters. Cause I think you get Hep B when you're little. But we got like a booster to make it like lifetime. We got the rabies vaccine because there's a lot of stray animals in Thailand, and we just didn't want to run the risk of like getting bit and not being able to get somewhere in time to get the anti-rabies shot or whatever. So we got all those. We got, gosh, I can't even think. We got like, I think there was one day where I got 6 shots, another day I got 4, another day I got 2. There was like so many vaccines that we got. And like I said, none of these are, or they didn't tell us that they were required, but for our safety, they were recommended. And then, so we were supposed to leave in January, and obviously since we're still here and it's July, that didn't happen. So in April, we got the COVID vaccine. We got both the Pfizer shots. So we got 2 shots for that. And then so there was also things like we had to get our visas, which you go in on a business visa and then you can get a work permit if you're going to stay there for a specific amount of time. So Tyler's going in on a business visa and I'm going in on a spousal visa. You have to get a certificate of entry after you get your visa approved. So that has to be like within 15 days of when you're leaving. And it's just like a form that you fill out with like your flight and where our quarantine is going to be, and the dates of our flight, all that stuff. And so we had to get that approved. So we got that approved. We have our flights booked. We have our ASQ booked. So ASQ is alternative stay quarantine. So we're staying in a hotel that is partnering with a hospital. That's kind of what a lot of the hotels have done in Thailand. And I don't know if other foreign countries have done this, but they essentially have like a program where they're partnered with a hospital. You get shuttled directly from the airport to your hotel and you get COVID tests while you're there. You get 3 meals a day. You get your temperature checked twice a day. I think there's a government quarantine as well that you can do instead of staying at the ASQ, which is cheaper, but we decided to go with the ASQ route. So we're staying in a hotel and we'll get, I think, 2 or 3 COVID tests once we actually get there. And we'll have to quarantine. It's like 15 days total or something like that. So we had to do that. Yesterday, we went and got our COVID test because within 72 hours of your flight, you have to have a negative COVID test. So we're waiting on the results for that. But we've been kind of self-quarantining for the past 2 weeks. So we're not super worried about what those results are going to be. So we had to do that. We got a Hep A booster yesterday, so my arm's actually a little sore from getting a shot. But let me think. I think that's most of like the actual paperwork we had to get. And I'll show you the process of getting out of the airport because I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on it just to kind of prepare myself. But I've heard that it's kind of a process to get out of the airport. There's a few stations that you have to go to and they check all your paperwork to make sure you have your COE, to make sure you have your quarantine set up. You have to show where you're staying after your quarantine or like the place that you're going after your quarantine. There's like a lot of steps. We have like an app that we had to download so that they can kind of like, it's like contact tracing, I think, for when we're in quarantine. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to film as much of that process as possible. I don't know if like while we're checking into the hotel and they're actually going through our paperwork and stuff, if they're gonna let me film or anything like that. But I'm gonna try to show as much as possible just because I know that some people are really curious about how it is getting into other countries right now. Thailand is having a major outbreak, so I have a feeling that they'll really be looking at your paperwork to make sure that you're supposed to be there. And there's also in Thailand, they're doing like the Phuket sandbox for people who are vaccinated. So that's another process that I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on. We're not doing the Phuket sandbox, but that's something that you can look into if you are wanting to go to Thailand and you're vaccinated. But yeah, so that is kind of the Thailand update right now. I have a decent amount of stuff that I still have to do today to get us over there. So if you don't see this video before we leave, we're leaving tomorrow and I have 2 weeks in quarantine to edit and get a video up to you. So hopefully I can get it up before we leave, but I'm not gonna make any promises because I'm a little stressed right now, if I'm being completely honest. And yeah, so I guess I will continue to update you as we go. Filming in the morning is going to be kind of hard just because we have to get to the airport at a specific time, and I'm probably going to be a mess because we're not taking our cats with us. The process of getting them into the country was a lot, and we're hoping that as COVID settles down, we'll be able to travel a decent amount, and Tyler will be traveling for work a decent amount if we end up staying the first 3 years, or for the full 3 years. So we decided not to take the cats with us and put them through the trip over there and then being alone for a really long time. So his parents are keeping them, but that means that I have to say goodbye to them tomorrow morning. And I don't think I want to film that process because I know people say they're just pets, but I love them so much and they're my babies. So I'm gonna be really sad. And then of course saying goodbye to Tyler's parents is gonna be hard. I said goodbye to all of my friends and family like a month ago when I was in Michigan, and I somehow was able to hold it together. I think maybe because it didn't really feel like we were going yet, but tomorrow, probably when we get on our flight, it's really gonna hit me. And we have a 13, maybe almost 14-hour flight, the first one. So I guess I can get all of my sadness out in that flight. And then once we get to Japan for our layover, we have like a 3-hour layover and then another 6.5-hour flight to Bangkok. So it's gonna be a really long day, and I will try to, like I said, film as much as possible of it. And then I'll show you guys kind of what quarantine is like, and then update you on what it's like in the country right now, because I've been watching YouTube videos all over and about what it's like in Thailand right now, and it seems like it's pretty crazy because of everything that's going on, and there's a lot of shutdowns happening. So I don't really know what our experience is going to be like, but I'll keep you guys updated. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward to the Thailand vlogs, because I'm really looking forward to filming as much as possible of them. And cross your fingers for us that we get to stay the full 3 years, that it all works out and there's enough of a calm when we get out of quarantine with everything that's going on, that we get to stay and experience Thailand for the next 3 years. So give this video a thumbs up if you guys liked it. Please subscribe while you are here, and I'll see you guys in Thailand. Bye guys.